Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lady K Chat podcast. I am your host, Lady K, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about today's show, which is called Evaluate the Content of Their Character. Now, I know you're probably saying, Lady K, what does that mean? What it means is what we're fighting for today. We're fighting for equality. We're fighting to be known as an individual and not the color of our skin, and how people should really, truly evaluate people's characters and not the color of their skin. So I urge you right now to tune in. I'll see you soon.
The following podcast is a Lady K Enterprises production.
Lady K.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for all women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be speaked upon, such as relationships, personal development, health and wellness, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Kalima, aka Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Evaluating the Content of Their Character. Today, I would like to talk about moving beyond visual and superficial judgment. In the words of the late Dr. Martin Luther King, he said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they are not judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." I don't know about you, but when I think about that, when I hear that, that hits home for me, because that's what we should be doing as individuals. We should put judgment on a character just by the person and not the race. It is disgusting that after 401 years, African brown people are still fighting for equality, and not even just the equality, trying to get even some type of compassion, and the hatred that starts at the top of this country. Oh my God, it's disgusting. I don't understand how people have not evaluated the content of the president's character. I don't understand how they agree with someone who disrespects women, for someone who emulates people with disability, for someone who don't care how people feel, how he didn't address a big issue that's happening all around the world and tend to sweep it up. And then on top of that, yes, on top of that, the audacity when people want to fight for their right because they're being judged by the color of their skin and not the content of their character. When you call them bums and when you call them hoodlums because they're trying to fight for their children and their children's children, and you said you want to say something as such as, if you don't move out our way, we will have to retaliate in a forceful manner. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time understanding how some people is accepting this man's character. Because we all know if Barack Obama did something like that, oh please, they would have impeached him a long time ago. But what is America doing? We are evaluating the skin color and not the content, because that's exactly what's happening with 45 in the chair. There is no responsibility. There is no urgency. He's delaying certain things that should be tackled. Like as far as right now, the unemployment ended. So right now they're in recess. And then when they come out of recess, it will be like damn near going into September. So people have to wonder, for a whole month what they're going to do for their family because their income was just drastically cut $2,400 less. But then again, people are judging the color of the skin instead of the content of the character. And I'm sorry, the person who is in chair, who's supposed to be the chief operating executive of this country, is not doing so. He's not even listening to people who are well advanced in their areas of their expertise, and he has no clue. This man has no background in law. He knows nothing about law. He knows nothing about the judicial system. He has no education in this area. But because people believed in him, because they kept saying, oh, he's a great businessman. Right, says the man who had more than 7 bankruptcies. Really. Says the man who don't take responsibility for his own actions. This is America. And it's so crazy how we are judging by the skin and not by the content of the character. I'm having a hard time, ladies and gentlemen, how people cannot see past this crazy guy that's so-called the leader of the United States. Normally, the attributes that people adapt to liking a person is, someone that has a high level of integrity, trustworthy, kind, and have an automatic emotional response, right? This man is the complete opposite. And people are still cheering him on. What make us believe that they're just like him. You have to be just like him in order to say, you know what, at the end of the day, everything that he have done, I agree with him 110%. You must be out your damn mind. I'm not sure what you're seeing, but he's hurting a lot of people, and it's not just one race. Yes, that one race have suffered because we have suffered for over 400 years, but it's a domino effect. That's the fact that people don't understand. This man just took us out of the WHO, the World Health Organization, where all the countries come together to discuss health and discuss multiple issues. Why did he do that? Everything that Mr. Obama did, he reversed it. Why did you do that? That's nothing but evil. You're trying to say you're helping the American people. No, you're helping no one but yourself. You're selfish. All you care about is yourself. And I'm trying to understand how people are looking at this man thinking he is God's gift. And they're not evaluating him by the content of his character. But they evaluate us by our skin color. But we're not all the same. That's because we have similar complexion. We don't all go in the same boat. It's not because we hate one another. We're all at different levels. And again, if you really technically want to think about it, most ethnicities, they always have an issue of everyone having a different tone color, the shade of their skin. And if you understand where I'm going with this, you will absolutely tune in this Thursday for part 2 of evaluating the content of their character. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and continue to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at the Lady K Chat Podcast. And we can also be reached at www.ladykenterprisesinc.com. And you have a wonderful night.
Lady K.